Another character mentioned in the Bible is a great person in human history, Cyrus the Great. Cyrus is mentioned in the book of Isaiah 45:1. This is what the Lord says to his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I take hold of. These words were written in first person. God calls Cyrus his anointed. This is the greatest honor. God has spoken to Cyrus indicates God and Cyrus' close fellowship. And in the next sentence, God says, I hold his right hand. Above passages of Bible prove Cyrus is considered valuable and of good reputation in the sight of God. The remarkable thing about Cyrus as compared to other characters in the Bible, Cyrus is also mentioned through other historical sources. We know where his tomb is and other historical artifacts have been recorded. One of the surviving historical artifacts of Cyrus is a cylinder that is kept in British Museum in London. According to the inscription of the cylinder, Cyrus marched to Babylon to save people from a cruel ruler, Nabu-Nile. After Cyrus conquered Babylon, Cyrus liberates the Israelis and returned them to their country, and helped rebuild their temple. When Cyrus addressed to the people of Babylon, who he conquered, Cyrus begins his speech with greetings and showing respect to Marduk, the god of Babylonians, while Cyrus believes in his own god, known as Ahura Mazda. According to the writing on the cylinder, Cyrus declares that no one should be oppressed and discriminated because of their beliefs, that he is the man of God, that Cyrus is the anointed man of God, whom God spoke and took his right hand, begins his speech for the Babylonians in the name of Marduk, Babylonian god, rebuilds the Jewish temples and declares that no one should be oppressed and discriminated because of their belief, has a very important message for us. And that is that none of our beliefs matter unless we treat each other with love and respect. And the freedom and right of choice of belief is valuable to God. This does not mean that all beliefs are correct in the sight of God, but what is valuable and respectable in the sight of God is to respect other people's choice of beliefs. So far, I have tried to explain to you what is the character of God: freedom and choice, truth and honesty, joy and respect for others, giving importance to others, and that we can live together in such a way that the happiness of others can be preserved, are some principles and values of God's culture. Here I want to introduce you to another God's principle: unconditional goodness. Cyrus did not speak the language of Babylonians, nor did she belong to Babylonian race. Neither did she share any common beliefs with them. After he conquered Babylon, he did not take any bounty, and he did not take any woman as a sexual slave. In the book of Isaiah 45:13, it is written about Cyrus: I have raised Cyrus to do my justice, and I will pave all his ways. He will build my city and set free my captives, but not for wages or rewards, says the Lord of hosts. If we do good to others to go to heaven, if we do good to others so that we do not go to hell, if we do good to others and expect something in return, if we do good to others because they have our faith, our race, our language, we do not understand God properly. To love unconditionally means to do good to others without regard to any factor or reward. God always in history has chosen individuals to teach people a better culture and a good way of living. Cyrus and Moses are just two examples of the most prominent people mentioned in the Bible. Even today, all those who work for happiness and well-being of others, and the essence of their work is love and affection for others, are all anointed and guided by the Spirit of God. And on the other hand, all those who cause the suffering of others under the pretext of making God happy, they are all guided by a demonic spirit.